Hey, Chris with RC Worst here. I want to welcome you to another video, and today we're talking about tank risers. Now, everybody loves tradition. Tradition is great, but when it comes to septic tanks, tradition is terrible. Let's just be real. A lot of you watching this video, maybe you have a situation where you've got one of those big, heavy concrete tanks with the big, heavy concrete lids, and there's a good possibility if that's what you're stuck with, then that lid is buried 2-3 feet underground. So anytime you need to have your tank pumped or need to service your system or really anything having to do with the septic tank, you're having to dig up or dig a big hole in your yard or wherever the tank is located, and you're having to get that lid out of there, which can be a tremendous challenge, especially if you've got like a 24, 30 or larger inch lid. Those lids can weigh anywhere from 1 to 2 to 300 pounds. So what we're going to talk about today is some technology improvements where you can get a lot lighter lid, like a fiberglass lid. In addition to that, there's a lot of benefits with the riser technology that we use, because these risers, if installed correctly, are going to prevent water from seeping into the tank, which in the long term is going to add life to your system. One, it's going to mean that your system is processing less water, and two, it's going to mean that if you've got pumps in the system, that your pumps are not, pumping rainwater and various sources of groundwater. So it can be a big money saver in the long run, the less volume that you're putting through your tank. So it's a great investment. Plus, the other nice thing, if you do have one of those tanks where you've got to dig the lid up, what you can do is add access risers, which will take that tank up to grade, and then you can put one of these green lids on there so that there's no more digging in the future. So we've got a septic tank behind us here. This is one of our Orenco fiberglass septic tanks, and this tank has it looks like 24-inch risers. So if it were buried, then these risers would go up to grade or very close to grade, so that you're able to access the tank very easily. You're able to pump it and everything that you would need to do in the septic tank with ease. In addition to that, they're epoxied onto the septic tank, so they're going to have a really good seal. They're going to be watertight, and this system is going to be extremely efficient because it's only processing the waste water from the house. So we'll just jump right into kind of some of the different examples of riser tank adapters that we offer, because we do have a couple of different varieties to fit depending on what your circumstances are. So on my right, we've got a plastic tank adapter. This one's kind of the more economical tank adapter. It's pretty inexpensive and it's really easy to install, and we'll show you how to install that. And then on the left, we have a fiberglass tank adapter, and this one, it's a square shape. So what's nice about that is, if let's say your hole is just a little bit larger than 24 inches, maybe you've got a 26, 27-inch lid, this plastic one may not fit, and that's where this one is really nice. It kind of makes up that difference between before you have to transition to a larger, like 30 or 36-inch riser. So this kind of gets you a little bit extra straddle room so that you can cover that hole if it's a little bit bigger. So let's just jump into installation on these things.